You do not need an expensive studio or fancy camera setup to make polished videos. Honestly, you don't even need to be on camera. Building an AI avatar and turning it into content is way more approachable than most people think. You can do the whole pipeline for free if you're smart about the tools. I'm going to walk you through a full realistic workflow. This starts from generating the avatar image, then we'll boost the quality. Next is animating and voicing the avatar. We'll even cover removing any awkward watermarks. And finally, there's a neat way to scale all those outputs into short clips using Vizard. This lets you publish across socials without losing your mind. We'll start this entire process by making the base avatar. A lot of creators use Leonardo AI for this initial image generation. It's fast, flexible, and gives you daily free credits if you sign up today. Jump into the image creation tab once you're logged in. You will need to pick a prompt to guide the AI. I'll paste my own prompt in the description so you can easily copy it. Next, tweak a few simple controls like age and gender. Don't forget to set scene details like desk items or the overall lighting. Pay attention to the color palette you select for the final look. The real trick here is to think like a director behind the camera. Do you want cinematic lighting for that dramatic effect? Or perhaps you're aiming for a cozy home studio environment instead? Keep the preset on something cinematic if you want that film-like appearance. A couple of quick tips will save you time later on. Decide your required aspect ratio before you generate the image. Remember that 16:9 works best for YouTube content, but 9:16 is the standard for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. Make about 3 to 4 variations at once so you have options to choose from. Just be mindful of those free credit limits on the platform. If you run out, you can simply wait a day for them to refresh. Alternatively, you could spin up a secondary account if necessary. Now, raw outputs from these generators can often look quite soft. This softness becomes apparent when you try to use them at larger sizes. To make your final avatar truly pop, you should pass the image through an enhancer. Tools like AI or similar AI upscalers can work wonders here. These allow you to boost the resolution significantly. They also help recover fine texture detail in the image. Think stubble on a face or the weave of fabric in clothing. You might even recover small details like screen reflections on glasses. These small details are what make the avatar feel genuinely real on screen. In most free plans, you can usually upscale an image a couple of times. This is generally sufficient to get clean and sharp final results. Compare your before and after images very closely after upscaling. You will notice much more texture in the face area. You will also see more depth in any reflective surfaces, like a laptop screen. Once you are happy with the quality, download that high-resolution file. With the sharp image ready, we move to the fun part, bringing the static image to life. There are several excellent avatar animation tools available on the market. I personally use Dubb in this specific workflow walkthrough. The general process across these tools is refreshingly simple. First, upload your newly enhanced image into the chosen animation platform. You will then need to crop it into the frame so that the face is perfectly centered. After cropping, choose one of their built-in talking avatar templates. Try to avoid the temptation to overcomplicate that initial crop adjustment. A tight, well-centered face region gives you the absolute best lip sync results. Next, we need to choose a practical way to add the voice to the avatar. There are 3 primary methods you can explore for your voiceover. The first option is using built-in voices right inside the avatar tool. This is certainly easy and immediate for testing purposes. However, these voices are usually not quite studio quality, so it's best for quick checks. The second practical method involves using OpenAI's text-to-speech engine. It is surprisingly strong, and it's completely free to experiment with right now. Browse their large selection of voices to find one matching your avatar's vibe. Paste in your script text and then adjust the speed and pacing settings. Generate the audio, listen back, and then download the resulting file. A pro tip here is to listen to a few samples before committing. Then, rerun small script edits to fine-tune the natural cadence. The third option, 11 Labs, is what you use when you want the absolute best synthetic voices. Their output sounds incredibly human and is worth the investment for serious creators. Their community voice marketplace has some truly incredible options available. Some of these community voices are free to use, while others require a small fee. The standard paid plans are generally quite affordable for creators who publish often. I personally test with OpenAI TTS for quick short runs. I then switch to 11 Labs when I need that truly premium professional read. After you download the final audio file, upload it back into your avatar project. Then initiate the final generation of the talking avatar video. Be aware that most free outputs from these tools will include a small watermark. Do not panic about that watermark because we will remove it next. Watermarks always look unprofessional to a discerning audience. Luckily, there is a very simple workaround if your avatar's background remains static. The technique involves editing the avatar video and layering a clean still image over the watermark area. I highly recommend using CapCut, which is a fantastic free editing solution for this. The steps required to execute this are refreshingly straightforward. First, import the newly generated avatar clip as the bottom video layer. Next, place your original high-resolution avatar image on the layer directly on top. Create a simple rectangular mask shape on that top layer. Position this mask precisely so it covers the visible watermark completely. Since the only moving part of the footage is usually the face region, the static mask works perfectly. The mask will effectively hide the offending watermark while keeping the face animation visible. Take your time to trim and fine-tune the mask edge so it blends naturally into the scene. Once blended, export the finished clip from your editor. Voila, the watermark is gone, and your video now looks significantly more professional. Now you have one polished AI avatar video ready to go. Now, imagine you have a long live stream or a 20 to 40-minute webinar featuring your avatar. Manually cutting clips, finding the absolute best moments, and formatting them for different platforms takes a massive amount of time. Writing unique captions and scheduling posts across all of them can easily eat your entire day. This is precisely the moment where a tool like Vizard steps in to become a real multiplier for your efforts. Here's a quick rundown on why I strongly recommend integrating Vizard with your avatar workflow. Vizard excels at automatically editing and finding those viral clips inside your long videos. Instead of hunting manually for those perfect 10 to 20-second moments, Vizard surfaces viral-worthy clips in just a few minutes. This feature is absolutely perfect if you want to repurpose a 40-minute avatar session into dozens of short videos for Shorts, Reels, and TikTok. Another huge benefit is the integrated auto-schedule function. You simply tell Vizard how often you want to post your newly created clips. Then, you sync your social media accounts and let the AI handle the consistent cadence for you. This automated process frees up your valuable creative time significantly. It allows you to focus on producing a few high-quality long videos while Vizard manages distribution. The content calendar feature gives you one single place to review and tweak your upcoming posts. You can easily change captions, swap out suggested thumbnails, and reorder posts without constantly hopping between different apps. It's a remarkably neat way to maintain a consistent publishing rhythm with minimal manual effort required. Honestly, other platforms might do one or maybe two of these things well, but most of them will force you into expensive plans or create clunky, frustrating workflows. Some tools have great AI editing, but then lack any decent scheduling capability. Others might schedule content, but leave the crucial step of finding content entirely up to you. Vizard smartly bundles this critical triad together. It provides automated clip selection, robust scheduling, and a centralized content calendar. That combination lets you scale a social media strategy that genuinely works for you. Let's walk through a quick workflow example from avatar creation to final viral clips. First, record a full 30 to 40-minute episode hosted by your AI avatar. Use all the steps we discussed to generate that animated presenter if you are not showing your real face. Next, upload that entire long recording directly into the Vizard platform. Let the internal AI analyze the whole thing and extract the best potential moments for you. It will automatically flag moments with high energy, punchy lines, and strong narrative hooks. Then you just need to review those suggested clips within the editor. You can tweak the edit if needed, perhaps swapping in a closer shot or adding custom captions. After editing, pick the most compelling thumbnail image for each short. Now, set your preferred posting frequency within Vizard's scheduler tool. Then, just watch as it automatically distributes the content across all your chosen platforms. Finally, monitor the performance metrics right there in the same dashboard. This feedback allows you to iterate on your strategy quickly. You will see exactly what kinds of clips resonate with your audience. That insight lets you prompt the avatar to create more highly targeted content moving forward. Here are a few extra practical tips to keep your momentum going. Make sure to keep a small spreadsheet or shared document handy. This document should track all your tool credentials, best preset values, voice IDs, and crop settings. Trust me, this simple organization saves you a massive amount of time later. You should always A/B test different voice choices for your content. Some audiences prefer warmer, slower reads, while others respond better to snappier, more energetic voices. Compare the exact same clip featuring two different voices to see which one performs better. When you are using free credits in any generator, make sure to save your very best prompts and presets. Doing this saves you from wasting precious credits trying to nail that exact look repeatedly. The final key piece of advice is to batch all your related tasks together. Generate several avatar images, upscale them all, and create multiple voice reads in one concentrated session. Then, feed all those finished assets to Vizard and let it remix and schedule the outputs throughout the week. The entire point of setting up this efficient pipeline is to get you publishing more content. It is not about spending all your working time fiddling with complex tools. Use AI to specifically remove the most repetitive and tedious work from your schedule. Let Leonardo, Ka, and Dubb handle the initial avatar build process. Use OpenAI or 11 Labs to manage the voice generation requirements. Clean up any minor visual imperfections quickly in a tool like CapCut if needed. Then, let Vizard perform the heavy lifting of finding and posting all your clips. That specific combination gives you professional-looking content at rapid scale. It offers you a real achievable shot at growing your channel without hiring a full production team. If you would like, I can drop my exact prompt pack, recommended voice names, and the Vizard schedule template into a downloadable document. That way you can copy everything instantly and get your own system started today. If you want that resource bundle, just hit me with a clear yes in the comments. I'll make sure to bundle all the necessary files and get them over to you.